Ladies, I feel like once we all genuinely understand the power that we hold in the aura and the creativity and the just all around, we bring a lot to the table.
Motherfucker get around you and set a high ass standard. When you by yourself, you eat McDonald's.
You eat McDonald's, now you come around me, you want to spend $300-$400, and then you want to order 4-5 drinks.
Cool
you getting the biggest steak on the motherfucking menu. Nah, you crazy as hell. You not finna play me like no goofy.
Men don't even ask if it's theirs in bed anymore.
Yeah, we kind of realize we're renting now. This is a rental.
Women.
I mean, I feel like if you're single, don't be asking that shit. If we're single, why the fuck is you asking
that's a weird. That is a weird thing to ask.
Like this is my pussy, right?
I'm a lie. First of all,
That sounds mad secure.
I'm in the mood. I'm there. I'm be like, sure. Tomorrow it's not going to be, but today it is.
This is because this is a very dated phrase. Fucking get the new iOS. Update your dirty talk. Yeah, don't say is this mine's anymore. There's other things you can say.
No, we gotta get back to saying is this mine, because we gotta be back in delusion. Like with the niggas out in the 90s figuring out the bitches really liked them and was sticking outside in the rain, and it's like, no, what, I really love you, and actually I just want some pussy.
Only difference between good guys and bad boys, nice guys and bad boys accept women for who and how they are. Nice guys want to change. Nice guys believe you can love a woman back into being who you want her to be, or love her into who you want her to be in the first place. They believe that you can take a broken woman and love her back beyond her state of brokenness. They believe that you can take a woman who has emotional issues and love those issues away from her. They believe that you can take a woman who has all type of mental hangups and then you can love those hangups away from her. They believe that you can take a woman who needs to be seen by someone who has psychiatric experience and simply love those issues away. And 10 years later, you realize not only could you not love her issues away, you have loved your own self into the same issues.
Tell us the truth.
We also need to stop normalizing casual sex. Nobody in the world should be that horny where they gotta just sleep around with somebody that can't buy them a piece of chocolate on a holiday. That's not okay. And I speak from experience because I've been there before and I did not like how that made me feel. I thought I was into like, okay, yeah, this is just somebody this is just a little vibe. No, when that shit rolled around and I realized that like, damn, this nigga, whoa, I didn't like how it made me feel. I'm never doing that again. What the fuck are we talking about? Let's stop normalizing the bare fucking minimum. No, that shit is not okay, because you know when something's not okay, when you would be happy with it going another way.
Motherfucker get around you and set a high ass standard. When you by yourself, you eat McDonald's.
You eat McDonald's, now you come around me, you want to spend $300-$400, and then you want to order 4-5 drinks.
Cool
you getting the biggest steak on the motherfucking menu. Nah, you crazy as hell. You not finna play me like no goofy. I think a lot of niggas be cool with getting played like goofy. That's why the game f***ed up.
Oh no, most definitely. I mean, shit, bro. Especially because niggas be glorifying the tricking. I don't really understand that shit neither, because like, it's not to say I won't spend money if I want to, but it's to the point to where y'all niggas out this bitch leading with your pocket. Yep. If you lead with your pocket, you gotta end with that. So
if that nigga would have got you something on Valentine's Day, you would have been jumping for joy, feeling yourself. But because he did it, you sitting here trying to convince yourself that, oh, it's just casual sex. Make it no, fuck that. I got the audacity to call me misogynist, because now I'm tight. Now I'm tight because I really just had to go back and like reflect on you really sitting here trying to make the bare minimum make sense. That, ladies, I feel like once we all genuinely understand the power that we hold in the aura and the creativity and the just all around, we bring a lot to the fucking table.
I don't love her, I don't love her, and I don't need her. I like to.
Man, you have to stop allowing that shit. Now, I understand making things easier for your woman, but at the end of the day, this woman's not even a mother. She has a nanny to help take care of the kids. If she wants alone time, she gives the kids to the guy who literally gives her the opportunity to live a lavish lifestyle, who is already working his ass off to provide her the luxuries of life that she has, and she still needs more help. Imagine having a nanny. Imagine having a man provide everything for you and you still need him to help you have alone time. Like, where's the alone time going when you're talking with the nanny? when the nanny's there taking care of your kids for you. The point is, most women in America are fucked up with the belief system that a man should provide everything for them and they shouldn't have to do anything in return. And men like this are the direct reasoning why shit like this is going on.
Tell us the truth. Women have an internal sense of ownership. A man will say our kids before a woman will say our kids. A woman will say my kids, my children. Sharing is not a natural part of who she is. That's why you have to appreciate a woman who comes in sharing willingly. And I don't mean sharing her money. I mean sharing herself, sharing who she is. Everything that she has, she is open to you having as much of it as you need, as you want, as you desire. But that internal sense of ownership is what gets the beta male caught up. That's how you got caught up. The internal sense of ownership, my husband. You pride yourself in being called my husband, my man, my boyfriend, my savior, my king, my knight in shining armor, my prince, my this, my that, my nothing. I ain't nothing. I own me. You don't own me. I don't get no big thrill out of being called yo man. How the hell I'm yo man? I've been a man way before you met me. Now all of a sudden I'm yours. But that's the internal sense of ownership. When you submit to the ownership of someone, you submit to being owned. That's pretty simple. Third elephant. Women are the master of unproductive communication, meaning they talk a lot, but don't really say a lot. Not anything useful anyway. So the one thing I do believe you as a man have to train a woman in is proper communication. You're never going to meet a woman who knows proper communication, not with a real man. Because if she had learned proper communication with a real man, with a man who's striving to be the most high version of himself, she'd still be caught up on that man. Communication. So let's take a dive into this thing. There are signs that you should look for as a man when you're dealing with a woman. Because here's the thing. I don't know what these other guys are talking about, but I'm going to deal with women. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that forever. I'm not going to ever stop doing that. Now, am I saying I'm going to be a player and run around knocking down everything? No, but I'm saying I'm going to always deal with women. I'm never going to go monk. I'm not for an extended period of time. I'm never going to just swear women off. I'm never going to do that. You know why? Because I don't have the experiences where I think women are so powerful that they can overpower my alpha energy and make me do what they want me to do or not be in the position I want them to be in. I don't play that game. So those are the men that I'm talking to. Now, let's talk about something. You should flee from a situation if in the beginning you initiated all contact. If you had to earn and prove to a woman that you deserve something as basic as her communication, she didn't like you. And here's the thing that y'all got to understand. You can't make a woman like you. You can make a woman accept you. You can wear her down till she finally accepts you. You can make her tolerate you, but a woman who tolerates you will never appreciate you. And as a man, as much as you give in a situation, appreciation is your number one thing. You must be appreciated. And appreciation doesn't come with the word thank you. Appreciation comes with actions to show appreciation. So if you initiate all contact, the woman don't want you. And when you finally end up, quote unquote, getting the woman, she still don't want you. You have just given so much that she feels like she would be a fool to not be with a man who is so giving. Because if you give a woman all you got right now, that means whatever you get, you're going to give her all of it. You're going to give her the sun, the rain, the moon, the stars, and the mountain. You ain't got time to do that. You see, here's why you do that. If you don't believe that you're a gift to the world, not just to the woman, we're not talking about I'm the prize woman, so you must do, we're talking about to the world. If you ain't got no woman, you have to view yourself as a gift to the world. I, Dr. BOA, am a gift to the world. But boy, I'm a life-altering situation to the people that and get to know me personally. That's how I approach the world every single day. So when you put me in a room, I'm not intimidated. I'm not any of that because I'm a gift to that room. Blessed are ye who are in the room that BOA enters. That must be your mindset. How do you create that mindset? By building you into the best version of you. Forget all these people telling you not to do it. You know how stupid someone sounds to tell you, don't worry about being the most alpha version of yourself. They're an idiot. They're telling you don't become the best version of yourself. Also, anyone who tells you that you should focus on being alpha, we're not focusing on being alpha. We're taking the principles of alpha. When it comes to life, we're taking the principles of being alpha. In every environment you're in, you want to be the dominant male in the environment. You want to create your life that way, structure your life that way. That's how you get in. That's how you never get into a situation where there's a woman in your house who has as much power as you do or more power than you do because you train yourself to try to be the dominant male in every single environment you're in. You want to dominate your environments. That's what entrepreneurship is about. Don't let nobody tell you, well, you ain't no business owner, you're an entrepreneur. Guess what an entrepreneur does? He dominates his immediate environment. We all have a territory. A lion don't dominate the entire African savannah. He dominates his territory. He marks his territory. Hey, this is me. All of this is me. That's what we do. Anyone who tells you not to do that doesn't understand what being a productive man in this society means. You must become the most alpha version of yourself. That is what power is. Power is being in control of your immediate environment. I can't control the world. I could go out there right now, man, get in my whip and get pulled over. All the cops around here, they know me. They know me. They know where I live. They know what I drive. They know me when they see me. We talk sometime. We chop it up. The mayor knows me. We chop it up. We talk sometime. We do these things. The business owners know me. We chop it up. We talk sometime. The real estate magnates, they know. We chop it up. But I can still go outside and get pulled over because I can't control what happens outside. But I control what happens in this immediate environment. In all the places I frequent, I am the alpha of those environments. I don't go many environments where I'm not the alpha dundada. I don't like it. I don't want to. And guess what? I don't have to. Because you ain't got to be everywhere. Now, not having to be everywhere, not having to have everything, that translates into every facet of your life. That means you ain't got to have every woman. You ain't got to be with every woman. You ain't got to see in every woman that look good to you. You got to go talk to her. Don't trust your eyes, stupid. Your eyes don't know what they see. It's like Halloween. You don't know who got on those Halloween costumes. Same thing in public every day. Here's the thing. I don't even care about women wearing makeup. I don't care about that. Women can wear makeup. They can wear wigs. They can wear weaves. They can cut all their hair off and put a backpack on top of it. I don't care what they do. Because the only woman that matters is the woman that's in your life. That woman has to fit. That woman has to be a part of what you got going on. That woman has to be, well, listen, she had to fit into your life like she was meant to be there. She got to be like the love seat to the sofa. She got to be like the pillow to the pillowcases. She got to be like the fitted sheet that go on the mattress that you can't even sleep comfortably if you ain't got it. But she cannot be a necessity. She has to be the extra quilt that you pull up sometime. But you could do without and still be warm. But damn, boy, it's sure enough cozy and toasty when you pull that extra quilt up. You understand what I'm saying? And many of you put yourselves in situations where you believe that the completion of your journey to manhood is having a woman. She is not the completion. She is simply an accessory. She is simply an addition. She's not the sugar in the Kool-Aid. She another pack of Kool-Aid so you can kind of like change up the flavor a little bit. The grape Kool-Aid is good, but boy, you add a pack of lemon, it's even better. But it's still good without the lemon, right? And I'm not saying that you should have a woman in your life who has no value. I'm saying that you have to keep the proper perspective on what her value is and not let her have too much value or have her connected to your personal life too much. And see, this affects all your other types of relationship too. If you're a simp for your woman, then you out in the world flying by the seat of your pants. If you're a man, you're a simp at home, here's how you either overcompensate by being a straight up gutter gangster out here in the streets, getting yourself in all kind of trouble, trying to prove that you're not the simp you feel like at home, or you end up being a whoremonger and you're running around, man, knocking down everything that move, boy. It's like you bowling. Every day you go out, you trying to roll a strike every time. You try to knock 10 down every time. 10 pins a day. That's the whole mission. Don't you hear men say that sometimes? Man, you got to talk to this many women. You got to have this many women. Boy, let me tell you something. If you so stupid that you out trying to talk to 100 women a week, boy, you dumb. Ain't nobody who getting no real money talking to 100 women a week. Not on no dating tip, not on no trying to meet tip. You ain't got time. You ain't in enough places to talk to 100 women. You ain't, you broke. If you talk to 100 women a week, your ass ain't got no money. I can promise you that. You ain't got no money. And you ain't got but 24 hours in a day. If you sleep 8 to 10 of them like you're supposed to, stupid, then you grinding. How much time you got? Boy, you got to eat. You got to work out. You got to meditate. You got to read. You got to do all of these things. Boy, you got about 3 hours a day to spend on some broad. And that need to be spent with a woman who contributed something to your life. If the only thing worse than being broke is being broke and wasting time doing shit like talking to 100 women. It's dumb, man. It's dumb. There is no man who has ever gotten to the best position in his life by talking to a bunch of women every day. The value isn't there. The value proposition doesn't add up. There isn't enough value in talking to women to do that. You ain't gonna be in enough business meeting to talk to 100 different women about business. You're just not gonna do it. Even if you go to a business function, you're not going to talk to 100 different, unless you the man on stage giving a speech. That's different. But if you're just out mingling, eventually one of those early conversations is going to turn into a meaningful conversation, and you kind of going to stick with that conversation for a little while. That conversation lasts by 10 minutes. You go to another one, lasts by 20 minutes. You go to another one, you and that woman actually have some attraction confirmation, and y'all having a great conversation. Before you know it, you chilling with that woman all night. You and that woman may end up leaving together, or y'all may end up at the very least exchanging numbers because of that initial attraction plus all of these common things y'all have. It's impossible for a busy man who getting about his money to talk to 100 women, man. It's impossible. You either gonna talk to the women or you gonna get to the money. What's your choice?